AskReddit by Lava Pit. How do you be a good man to attract women for dating? Smell good. Like not just okay but good. It makes a fucking world of difference. Hold on. This needs a huge asterisk. Anyone reading this does not mean bathe yourself in Axe or Aqua di Gio cologne. It means shower and use soap and clean yourself regularly, and if you use a fragrance make sure you use just a little bit. You should not be able to be smelled by anyone unless they're basically hugging you. Less is more when it comes to fragrance. What did it for me was learning to be happy in and of myself. I stopped moaning about how I would be happy if only I had a girlfriend and just figured out how to do things I like, hang out with people I liked, have hobbies I liked just because I liked them and not because I was doing it in order to be more attractive to the opposite sex. It turns out happy, self-fulfilled people are pretty attractive, and people who complain about being lonely are much less so. And women can smell the desperate searching for a woman smell. They are much more drawn to the not looking, but open to things that might happen smell. Basically, stop trying to attract women, and just work on your own happiness. If you get really in the zone with your own happiness, you don't need anyone at all and it doesn't matter if they ask or not. Be fun to be around. You can have the prefect life and everything great going for you, but if you are a bummer to be around no one will be interested in you. This is probably the only practical advice. Get a girlfriend. Every time I am unavailable I seem to attract more women. I hate the fact that this is true but it is. I've never been more popular with women than the times when I was in a relationship. Obviously I only had eyes for my then girlfriend but even so. I'm a woman but pursue your hobbies and passions and do what makes you feel good with yourself. I talk politely, I'm gentle, never raise my voice, I'm calm, I ask the other person if I feel that they are feeling uncomfortable. But I get replied with, you deserve better, you are only a good friend to me, I like bad boys, you are way too sweet and such. Just try to be a good man not to attract women, but to be a good man the women will notice you soon enough. The more I think about why I want a woman, the more I realize I should not have one right now. Best thing to do is take your worst trait and make it your best. Repeat with new worst until you are back at the original. Repeat. Take care of yourself. Skin routine, get a good job and be successful in whatever that means to you. A woman is only a bonus to your life, not the main aspect. Get in shape. That doesn't mean gain huge muscles like a bodybuilder or anything, just work out and look healthy. Dress nicely, and get a decent haircut regularly. Be confident in yourself. That doesn't mean bragging about how good you are at stuff. But if you are particularly good at something and can explain it to somebody without sounding like a douche then it might win you some points. Try to be out of the house as much as possible, doing activities, hanging out with other people, because you aren't going to meet anybody at home. Strike up random conversations, you don't have to be creepy and hitting on people, but if you break the ice then maybe it might turn into something. Being respectful goes a long way. The most important relationship you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. The people that do the best at understanding this and working on improving that relationship are also the people with the most success at external relationships. Think about your ideal version of you. How does that person differ from the version you are today? Identify and break down the steps needed to get there and get to work. Guess you've already mastered the bad boy persona since you have the N-word plastered on your profile. This is funny. Earn money, have impressive job then almost all women are attracted to you. And learn most of what you've been taught about men versus women. They just want to be treated the same. Try as hard as possible to forget every toxically masculine thing you've ever heard. Besides that be sure to groom yourself and get a haircut beard trim on the reg. Just strive to be a good person, not to get women but just for yourself. You'll find her eventually. Keep your head up, king. Wise words, you demonic bloody cum shart. Make friends with women. Don't go into social situations looking for someone to date. We can pick up that vibe for miles, and it's a real turn off. We can tell when the only use a man has for us is romantic sexual. It's much better when we meet men who are interested in us as people and not just potential partners. If all you want is a date, it doesn't feel like you are interested in us. In a similar vein, if a girl is only interested in being friends, writing her off and walking away cuts you off from meeting her friends. She might not be interested, but she might have a friend you click with. But that comes back to actually developing friendships. Do things you enjoy. Take classes, volunteer for organizations you believe in, pick up social hobbies. If you go where people are, you may meet women there. You will already have something in common with them, due to the shared interest. Make friends. Maybe there will be a spark, maybe not. Don't worry about trying to impress anyone. Women who find you interesting will be impressed by who you are anyway. Be natural, be yourself, and just meet and interact with people, with no preconceived notions about what you think is supposed to happen. Start treating women like people rather than visualizing any one of them as a candidate for sex. That doesn't attract women. That makes you friends with women. I have tons of friends. My best friend is a girl, and she has time to treat me like a prince after treating her boyfriend like a king. I have another friend who makes sure to visit my mom every couple weeks to catch up on life. I have women in my life who genuinely love me because I treat them like people that I genuinely love and respect. And yet, the more women I meet, the more friends I get, which somehow makes me more lonely because none of them are attracted to me more than friends. The golden rule. It's not gay if it's in a three-way. Honestly, confidence in addition to be outspoken and passion is key. Stop trying to force it. Don't look, just live. You have a much better chance finding someone that makes your life better just doing what you do. Get out. No one finds love on Reddit. Yeah, you either have to like yourself, be good at pretending you like yourself, or be very attractive, wealthy. You also need to be realistic. What are you looking for in a woman? If you're setting standards she can't realistically meet, then it won't work. Speaking of standards, the ones you hold yourself to should be within the same ballpark you hold her to. Don't demand a Ferrari if all you're offering is a 1998 Skylark. Demonstrate great competence or skill in something relative to other men. Stop thinking you need to hunt down a girl or be the center of attention. Listen well, recall their stories, and above all just be decent. Too many guys think blowing their phones up, being possessive and stuff is what they want. They don't. They want trust to be given and earned just like you do. Don't expect their attention either. Earn their time. You wouldn't stand in a grocery store for 2 hours listening to some weird story you don't care about. Talk about broad interests and gauge what they like, then go from there. Autistic Riz. Be your own man. Don't try change to attract women for the sake of being in a relationship, because it will be a doomed relationship. You want to find someone who is attracted to the real you. That being said, make sure to chew with your mouth closed and bathe. Think as if you change yourself to be a good person, it's not the real you. Be a good person and women will notice. Different women are attracted to different things, but generally, self-confidence and kindness are a good starting place. Find hot chicks that have weird senses of cute. I am not attractive, but my wife insists that I am.